What's up, guys? Shay Stevens here, PDGA number 77522, and I'm here to check out the full 18-hole course layout at Tornado Crossing Disc Golf Course. Let's get to it. And welcome back, everybody. Here at Tornado Crossing, I think I played here in 2023 when it was just a 9-hole layout. I played the shorts and longs. I'm going to be playing the longs today on the full 18-hole layout. I think they finished it in 24. But I wanted, there's a lot of wooded holes they had, so I wanted to get beaten in a little bit, give a better showing of it. So I waited for the locals to put some foot traffic through there before coming out. Starting off here, hole 1, 306 feet, and I see an immediate change I'm very happy about. Originally, when I was here, the hole was through this double mando and then 90-degree turn left into the wood line over there. It was an ungettable par 3, and more importantly, you couldn't see the basket. If you're a new course, in an area you want to try and grow disc golf, it's really important that at least on the first hole you can see, like, here's the tee pad, there's the basket. Okay, I can figure out what I'm doing. Was not a fan of that blind shot, but really happy to see this change. So 306 feet, double mando. Could go crazy high, but that's kind of silly. You got a ripping headwind too, so first throw out the car, I'm just going to go with a Fission Photon, nice and smooth, through the gap. See if I can push up for a putt. Ooh, there is wind out there. All right. A little bit babied, but made the gap. All right, got myself a long circle 2 look here. Ripping headwind. I think I just saw a hawk get whiplash. So it's definitely gonna be a test of my new mics and their wind filter. All right, let's give us a good spinny run. Turn that over to Annie too much, but I'll settle for a par. All right. Guys, I'm starting to think people actually watch my videos. So this is another change I recommended. Hole 2 here, the long tee pad, is now in the old green space of hole 1, which I thought was great because the original tee pad is up there on the left-hand side, and it was really just a chip out into the fairway that was kind of awkward, and then throw an upshot and get out of here. There was no real way to attack the green. It also looks like on the short tee pad, they have created like an inside gap there so you can throw more direct line to the basket. Really appreciate that. But yeah, this is 278 feet, it looks like. So you have the express lane here or the high hyzer. I would love to take the high hyzer, but this wind says no. So I think, again, I'm gonna go Photon. Maybe my flip ear one, just to get a little more cruise to the right. This is deceptively uphill. Oh, I got thrown to the right just into the tree. All right, up and down. All right, guys, hopefully nothing too fancy here. Just gonna throw the range on hyzer straight and just pray for the wind to slam it down. Get a nice little skip. Played it low out of the wind. And tap that in. Cool. Tap in. And on to the next one. All right, guys, hole 3, 297 feet. Downhill to the right, tunnel shot. Although I checked, I don't really see, or I don't see a Mando sign, so I'm curious. Could I just launch one up here to the right and just crash in over everything? It's kind of breaking the hole. And if I don't make it and the wind checks me down, it's not going to be a great time getting my disc back. So I'll save that for another day. Also, I was looking forward to throwing this hole with some tailwind to help me out. But instead, I have headwind now. This place is swirly. I mean, it's Tornado Crossing, aptly named. So I'm going to go with a volt. Kind of towards, there's like a pencil tree right there at the turn. I'm just trying to miss it on the inside and then hopefully cruise to the basket. Oh man, that wind. Boom. Squared the big boy. I got our first scramble today. See how things look. There's the basket, put here, okay, legal. And we have a swing. How's it gonna work? That's gonna find some footing. Goal is just get like 15, 20 feet to the right of the basket. Give myself a pretty easy par save. Oh, we'll take that. Good skip. Yeah, that caught a great skip. For a stress-free par. Next hole 4, I saw this change on Facebook and I'm really happy. They've re-angled the tee pad a bit, and I feel like they cleaned the corner up so you actually have an angle. Before you were throwing like this angle on the tee pad, and you had to really cut this tree close. So this is a more natural shot. It's a big one though. You gotta go 339. Basically out over the field and then swing back into the wood line. And what is the wind doing? Feels like head left right, so don't know if that's gonna be happening for me today. I'm gonna go time lapse. Kind of shooting wide right of this tree here and just trying to get a nice, push forward, come in, hopefully at the mouth to the entrance to the green, and, give myself an easy up and down. That should be pretty simple. Yeah, so quick aside, the last time I was here, this place was just flat, all, beaten down. Looks like they've really let some of the, high grass grow in. I know disc golfers, we usually are afraid of high grass, but it just looks real beautiful. It really adds character to this place. It was just kind of like a flat, blank field, basically. This, I think, makes it look real pretty, really defined. It's very fair cut, real well kept. And I could definitely see, for a tournament, spicing things up, making the high grass OB would add just a little extra teeth to this place, so I really like that. All right, so I think my memory of playing this hole previously may have tainted it a bit. I think I definitely, you definitely can get here on hyzer. If you go a little more of an inside line, go left of that tree instead of right like I did. The angle the tee pad was at really stunted your walk up, really cut off your angles of attack options. Now you have more room to work. So yeah, I'm actually long of the basket from the tee pad. So I could have definitely gotten there if I played a little more aggressively. Have to note that for next time. But yeah, we're out here. Circle 2 look. Wind is a little down right now, so let's take advantage of that, hopefully. Yeah, first birdie. Hole 5. 326 feet. I found the tee sign blown into the woods back here. Dug it out. I threw it under a log here, so hopefully one of the locals can find it and reapply it properly. This is a tough one, guys. There's a gap here in the middle, but I feel like it's a sucker gap. You got to hit a 4 to 5 foot wide gap, 100 feet off the tee pad, and have the proper angle to probably keep drifting to the right a little bit and then finish back. So I feel like it definitely shapes up as a lefty backhand or a forehand shot. And I've been rehabbing the elbow, so let's put it to work. So I'm just trying to go photon, nice and smooth, right down the middle. Just got to miss these trees and then hopefully get a good finish. It's a pump and there's a lot of low ceiling too, so I doubt I'm going to get there. I'm just trying to set up for a good position to get up and down. A little high. Gets through a lot of stuff though. All right, I think I'm in the right side junk, but I should be able to scramble it. This is gonna be a fun angle, guys. I like tombstoned into the side of this old dirt mound here. So I hope you can see me. So I do have a backhand, but it's really encumbered with this low stuff, so gotta do a little chip up forehand. All right, that should be easy work. I like good up shots because they make the putts easier. All right, guys, we got our first new hole of the 18-hole expansion for me. Hole 6, 292 feet, par 3, dog legs to the right. Don't know where I'm going though, can't see the basket from the corner here, so I'm going to try and play a little more on the conservative side since it's my first time through. Oh, what's up, wind? How you doing? Didn't miss you. So I'm going to go with my uplink. A little bit of hyzer, flip it over. The wind's probably going to help it. And just, you know, trying to beat there's a bunch of twiggy trees. The one to the right, I want to try and beat it just on the right-hand side. And then we'll figure life out from there. Throwing bright yellow, because if I lose it in the leaves, it should be easy to see. Ooh, wind got up under it. And I got kicked on the right side tree, back into the fairway. Now, you guys are essentially on the back corner of the short tee pad, which is 160 feet from the basket, which means I'm like 155. This is a really hard turn at the end of this fairway, guys. I feel like looking at it now, it's more probably a forehand shot. You need something that comes in just stable the whole way through, and then dives in right before this tree to give you a look. It'd be really hard. You have to sort of like a hyzer flip to Annie turnover shot to get the forward push you need and then drift right. But yeah, it's a real touchy turnover shot. So mental note for next time, forehand. But for now, 155 into the green. Just got to try and put something up, let it drift. I'm going to try and use the range just to also get me down to the ground because I'm worried about the wind. So basket's there, if it's there, we legal. Okay. Who got real lucky on the inside. Might be right side rough. Let's see what I got. See, I pulled that like 10 degrees off my line. Luckily, I Star Wars'd through the right side rough. And then got checked down by some thorns over here. Giving me a putt inside the circle. Let's take advantage of the good luck. Saving par. All right, guys, fair warning. It's that time of year again. It's like 40 degrees, and sure enough, I brushed my hand on some thorns when I was picking up my range, and I looked down at my hand when I was putting my disc in the bag, and there was a tick there. So they're back. Start checking. But on to hole 7, 301 foot, par 3, left side fairway. Here you just gotta kind of do something like a gentle bend to the right, which is gonna be real fun. There's a little bit of ceiling too, and I'm also trying to stay out of the wind. So I'm just gonna take the Volt nice and smooth, my beat up one, and just let the disc do its work. Oh, tree in the middle of the fairway. I was loving that shot shape though. Man, I loved how that was flying, but these guardian trees here caught me, so you have to challenge the left side rough just a little bit more. That would have slotted right in there perfectly though. But yeah, out here in circle 2, so nothing terribly threatening around the basket, so I should be able to give this a decent run. Once again, the wind is relatively down, so let's see if I can go again on circle 2 putts. Just short. Tailwind got me. All right, a little cleanup. And I think I mentioned it, guys, but I definitely recommend checking out my video from the first time I was here. I'll throw it up in the, I'll throw up a link for it. Another thing to really applaud this club for, how clean this fairway and green are. Like, they had a lot of issues with like toe busters, just like stumps and just low, like, thorns and stuff that would just trip you up in the fairway. These fairways are looking real pristine. Like, this course has been here for years, so good job, guys. All right, guys, I may have taken a wrong turn, but I think I stumbled upon a temp hole. So it looks like a traveler basket across the canyon. Looks like a creek running through the bottom here. Looks fun. I just have no idea how I'm supposed to get there, and obviously the wind is crazy, so not playing it, but looks fun. All right, guys, I'm back on the path now. I think we're on the right road to hole 8. But yeah, I am incredibly impressed with how this course is shaping up, given my first trip around. They've made a lot of great changes, and all the new stuff is looking great. I know this course got a bit slammed when it first opened for some of the janky design and other features, but it is looking great right now. Sorry for the angle, guys. The tee pad is a little tight for filming. Hole 8, 402 feet, par 4. It's like another dog leg right, and a lot of junk to mess with you up high. There may be a silly high hyzer line, you're feeling real brave, but there's actually looks like kind of like almost like a flex line over this initial little clumping of trees, and then S back in. That's probably an eagle line. But we're just gonna play it simple. It's 402, so we don't need to do anything crazy off the tee here. So I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna try that volt shot again. Basically, that was perfect. So I'm just gonna go volt, nice and smooth. Over that, there's a stump right on the left side of the fairway there. Looking to go over that and drift right, and just 250. If I get that, I'm happy. Anything else is bonus. Ooh, could have used a little more drift. All right, I didn't turn that over like I normally do. Left side. So the trouble you can't see off the tee is there is a lot of stuff in the fairway on the second half of this hole. So yeah, distance is a little more of a premium than I thought. What are we looking at? Oh, I'm not liking this wind either. So gotta do a step out forehand down this left side chute. Beat a lot of pencil trees and then fight away the basket. And if I mentioned it's windy, so I'm gonna go with a nice fireball, so I know I can hit on angle. That's gonna fight out for me. Just ripping headwind in my face. Just gotta keep the nose down, keep committed to it. Nah, I knifed it over, trying to do too much. Oh well. Yeah, so it looks like for the drive, the sweet spot's like 20 feet further than I was, and on the right-hand side. And then you have some up and over the top options. Just to take the trees out of play, just go over top and crash in. Left side looks a little more congested to me. So I got this little tricky upshot. Again, wind not helping. So I'm gonna try a little anti-upshot with the electron entropy. All right, a little bit of cleanup to do. I may have wanted the plasma entropy for that upshot. A little more overstability. Would have fought me back towards the basket a little more. Got a little tree in my way, but shouldn't be affecting me. All right. Short par 4, but a tricky par 4. I like it. Right, we're still on the streak of new holes as we wrap up the front 9. Hole 9. 210 feet, par 3, dogleg right. All right, whoever designed this one was hurt as a child in unspeakable ways. Like, holy, this is a hard angle. You essentially have a quad mando of the ground, this little field goal, and then the arch tree across the top. All right, this has to be a forehand shot. I'm gonna try Terra, but I mean, even the tee pad's over here even, so like, what is the angle on this thing? Like, at least if you gave me here, okay, I got a little something, but dang. I mean, there's a silly over the top line, but there's the rough here is rough. I ain't playing around. I've already gotten one tick. So I'm just gonna stay down on the hyzer and just throw a pushing forehand hyzer. See where it gets me. I'm pretty sure I'm long in the rough. Don't know what else I could do. So I have no idea how that shot finished, if I plinkoed stuff or what. So I don't know if that's too much disc. The next time I come here, I might try a pyro or a deflector. Got a relatively close look, but I am encumbered. Let's see, can I go around this way? Oops, swing around, behind. This is cleaner. I hope. Okay. Take a birdie to end it. What's that put me at -2? Yeah, really digging the changes here so far. Course has come a real long way. Can't wait to see what the back nine has in store for me. Back to Shay.
Hey guys, we're only halfway through the round, and I am really impressed with this place. All the changes they made on the front nine are great. The new holes are playing really well, in my opinion, and it is just incredible how far this place has come in such a short amount of time. Uh, to all the volunteers down there who put your time and energy in this place, thank you so much. It has been well worth it. And we still haven't seen the whole course yet. We got 9 more holes to check out, guys. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to save all my criticisms and critiques until the end of the round. So be on the lookout for that. I'll have it cut together as soon as I can. Before I go, I want to do a giveaway because why the heck not? So for you guys, I have this really sweet R2 Tempo with the rainbow stamp. It's got a really cool like pink purple swirly rim. Also has some glow pigment in the plate, I believe. So to win this disc, all you gotta do is comment down below and tell me, what do you think my final score for the round will be? So take a guess. If one person gets it, they win. If multiple people guess it, I'll do a drawing for the winner. And if no one guesses it, I'll do a drawing for everybody who guesses the score. So be sure to enter into that giveaway. I'll do a cutoff and a drawing, and it'll be posted at the end of the back nine video. But with that, guys, I want to say thank you for all your support. If you have any questions for me, reach out. I'll do my best to answer them. Take care.
Thank you to my sponsors. For all your disc golf needs, check out Phoenix Discs and Foundation Disc Golf.